local nonprofit needs your help decorating headstones at Sarasota National Cemetery in time for Memorial Day. Every year, the group Flags for Fallen Vets places at least 11,000 flags on the headstones of fallen heroes. The nonprofit was started when some residents discovered that there wasn't a flag program at Sarasota National Cemetery. This group still needs volunteers and at least $500. The Memorial Day program is May 28th. Meals on Wheels is also looking for some more volunteers in Manatee County. Now that seasonal volunteers have returned home, many routes have now been left without drivers. The time required for delivering meals can be anywhere from 1 hour to 90 minutes. Either for 1 day a week or up to 5 days a week. Deliveries are made between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday.
The disease is killing trees in downtown Venice. That disease, called Ganoderma zonatum, has been spreading. Simply removing the trees may not be enough because the disease also affects the soil underneath and it can spread to other vegetation. Venice city officials will have to remove 67 palm trees and replace the soil. And that cost could be nearly $200,000. Work is set to begin within the next few weeks, and Venice hopes to decide soon what plants it will be replacing the dying trees. Now, meanwhile, there's controversy over development in Manatee County as developer Pat Neal wants to build a subdivision with 32 homes called Myara just behind the Braden Woods neighborhood off State Road 70. But the development has faced resistance from nearby residents who have been putting up signs reading "Woods in Danger." They've also started a petition that already has 2,500 signatures. Their main concern is the potential impact the development could have on wildlife and the nearby Braden River.
We're not opposed to development. We just want it to be done with common sense and make sure that we preserve some of the nature as we go along.
Neal says that he does preserve some nature in his developments, and this development would actually be less destructive than the county's long-term plan to build an extension of Linger Lodge through the property.
A groundbreaking ceremony will be held today in Palmetto for the redevelopment project along the seawall. The groundbreaking will be held at 9:30 this morning at Riverside Park West on Riverside Drive. The mayor and city commission members will be in attendance to recognize the work being done to redevelop the park and restore that living seawall. The work on the seawall began last week, and the living shoreline services two purposes: keeping the city's renovated seawalls from wearing down and attracting marine life to its shores. Very cool.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Marine life, we got sea life, we got bird life happening.
Oh yes,
we do have
our
bird life. We do. The birds are still in their nest, and we're still waiting for first flight.
Don't worry, he hasn't left yet.
Hasn't occurred yet, but it will pretty soon, I think. You know, the little Sonny is certainly getting a lot of character, and the feathers are coming in nicely. We've seen him kind of hopping around the nest there as though he was thinking about taking
He's
flight.
itching to get out, man, already.
I think so. Anyway, we'll have our birder expert in on Wednesday to answer more of your questions, so send them on in, and we'll have him answer those questions. And they're doing pretty good up there. The nest still looks strong.
Yes, it does. It doesn't look like they added anything else, though. I think they stopped at a certain point.
Well, it's going to be
no more renovations.
No more renovations. No.
Yeah, Sonny's going off. They don't want to add on now. They want to.
Oh, that's true.
They'll probably move out of there and
they
buy
have to
a condo.
downsize.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Well, they certainly had no problem with storms yesterday. We had some storms, but they were mostly in inland areas. We'll talk about our rain chances today, coming up in just a few.
Thank you, John. And a Suncoast judge is working to bring about change to how the court system helps those defendants with mental illness. We'll tell you more about that coming up.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
At Sunset Subaru, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at the new redesigned Sunset Subaru dealership in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So around the region, we have temperatures that are generally holding about where they were yesterday. We have 69 degrees, the air temperature. Dew point has risen a bit. We're at 64. We were at, I believe, 61 yesterday at this hour. So it feels a little more humid outside. Still not uncomfortably so, but noticeably so. East wind comes in at about 6 right now. That east wind will again collide with sea breezes that form in the afternoon and help spark a shower or two to cool things off, mostly in interior sections. I don't think you're going to see a lot of activity near the coast. 69 Sarasota, 70 in Venice, 69 in Inglewood, also Lakewood Ranch, 68 in Parrish, Bradenton, 70 Longboat Key. We have 66 degrees in Wauchula, 67 Mayaca City, and in Arcadia, we have 66 degrees. So looking at the satellite view, there's a lot of sunshine in store for us today. Big ridge of high pressure and some drier air has filtered on in. We have the leftover debris clouds from yesterday's showers and even a thunderstorm or two. And the review of our radar over the last 12 hours shows that right along the sea breeze front in the afternoon, showers built and they gradually drifted back to the coast where they died out. And the same sort of pattern will exist again today, only I think we're going to see less coverage than we saw yesterday. Yesterday wasn't too bad. We had a fair amount of storms around and a fair amount of rainfall for a lot of folks along the I-75 corridor. Today, I think there'll be few and far between in terms of storms, probably about half the rain chance that we had yesterday. Currently, everything's looking pretty quiet. If you're traveling to the Atlanta airport, should not be an issue. Again, today, we're going to have more storminess, I think. Anywhere from Chicago all the way back into the open plains, we could see some very damaging long line tornadoes, long track tornadoes, and that could be the case throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours there as well. A serious situation weather-wise developing for that area. Rain showers in the northeast. If you're traveling there, there could be some inclement weather. But for us, look what's happened. Over the last 24 hours, here's what's new. Drier air indicated by these tan colorizations has moved into the peninsula of Florida. That little area of disturbed weather, which yesterday helped enhance our rainfall chances, is out of here. And we are left with a high-pressure ridge bridging in across the deep south and Gulf waters, and winds coming in out of the, generally out of the east today will collide with localized sea breeze fronts and create an isolated shower or two. I think the best chance for rainfall today is going to be in the southern tip of the state where the moisture is highest. And of course, we'll keep an eye on those long track tornadoes that may develop a little bit later on in parts of the open plains. High pressure will remain in control for us really right straight through into the weekend. Looks like it's going to be delightful sunny weather with little chance of rainfall. So less storm coverage, lots of sunshine, and that sea breeze near the coast will keep things a little bit cooler. I think the big weather story for the remainder of the week for us is going to be the warm temperatures. It's going to get very toasty around here, close to the 90 mark as we head into the weekend. Rainfall futurecast again shows just a few scattered showers will develop along the sea breeze front. They'll be kind of few and far between, mostly in the southern tip of the state, and then they'll just dissipate as they move into Gulf waters. Less rainfall, in fact, tomorrow than we're going to see today, and I think over the course of the week ahead, it's basically going to be a dry week. Southeast winds switch to the west with that sea breeze developing, 2-foot seas, and a light chop on bay and inland waters. And the forecast calls for continuation of fine weather right into the weekend, though warm temperatures, as I mentioned, by Saturday up near the 90-degree mark already. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Wow, it's getting hot so quickly. Well, taking a look at your commute right now, that is actually not bad. We're not seeing any issues on Palmetto Bridges or the interstate. 41 301 still clear at this point, and so is State Road 70. As far as Sarasota, no issues to report, no slowdowns, and I'm not seeing any backups even as far as South County this morning. No accidents to report so far. Well, the Suncoast is made up of many different neighborhoods, each with its own history and unique personality.
ABC 7's Linda Carson went out and took a look at one of those neighborhoods in our weekly feature, A Place We Call Home.
The Manatee River has always been the lifeblood of Palmetto. Samuel Lamb founded Palmetto alongside it in 1866.
He settled here close to the Manatee River, started a general merchandise store, had a dock on the river, and shipped produce out of the Palmetto area. He was a farmer as well.
The city was chartered in 1897.
We still have some of the historical homes right on Riverside Drive that belong to the Lamb family. The one that belonged to S.S. Lamb is now actually Palmetto Bread and Breakfast.
She says Lamb started Palmetto off on the right foot.
We cherish what was left to us. S.S. Lamb and his family donated several churches. They donated the property for Lamb Park that you'll see across the street, and they also donated for the Women's Club of Palmetto.
This is Palmetto's first post office. The first postmaster, Joel Hendricks, is considered the father of green vegetable shipping. He shipped tomatoes from Palmetto to the northern markets.
Mr. Hendricks determined how many days it took to do that, so he would start picking his tomatoes at a mature enough level and wrap them in paper. And then through the ripening process over those 12 days, by the time they got to the northern markets, the tomatoes were red.
The river is used more for recreation today.
People fish, boat, kayak. I think it's always going to be a very important part of our livelihood here in Manatee County.
Who knows, we may have boat taxis going back and forth across the river.
The mayor says Palmetto is a very diverse community.
We're between 12,500 and 15,000, depends on the time of year, but we're still the same close-knit community.
John White is new in town. He purchased a building in the historic district.
Investing in Palmetto is investing on what I believe to be the very front end of a resurgence and a revitalization